Hello students, I, Aarti ma'am, welcome you all to yet another session of English online class dated 1st December 2020. The topic of today's online class is a poem from First Flight book, that is Animals. We will do the summary and literary devices of this poem. We will also do the difficult words that are being in poem and their meanings also. We will also do the detailed explanation uh, in stanza wise manner. So let us start the session. We will start the poem Animals by Walt Whitman. Let us read something about the poet. About the poet Walt Whitman 1819 to 1892 is a major figure in early American poetry. He broke the tradition of rhythmic and methodical poetry. He was famous for writing a revolutionary new type of and kind of poetry, which was free verse. The poem Animal is from his work Song of Myself in Leaves of Glass. So let us have an introduction about the lesson. Walt Whitman has shown the comparison between the human beings and animals in his poem. He has pointed out the evils present inside the human brain, which he thinks animals don't have. That is why he thinks that animals are much better than human beings. Now let us do the summary of this chapter. In the poem Animals, the poet has described his will to become an animal because he thinks animals are far better than human beings. Human beings are greedy and full of jealousy against each other, but animals are calm and self contained. The animals are happy with whatever they have. They never complain about miseries and sorrows. On the other hand, human beings complain about their miseries. They give more importance to the rich and strong people, stay restless because of their wrongdoings, and run behind the luxurious things of the world. Whereas animals are honest about their relations and do not give importance to particular class. They live a life which is full of honesty and less of greed and jealousy. Now let us do the explanation, literary devices and difficult words in their meanings. Stanza 1. Difficult words. Placid means calm and peaceful. Contained means to keep under control. The poet in stanza 1 says that he wants to live in the world of animals. Here we can say that poet finds the world of animals better than that of the human beings. He further says that he finds animals more peaceful than humans. He says so because animals are not running around worldly things like human beings or material things. They are calm and have no greed for worldly things or any kind of achievements. They are self contained, means they are happy with the life and never interfere in the lives of others. Humans have the habit of interfering in the lives of others. So, poet thinks that animals are better than human beings, or being calm and not interfering in the matters of others. The poet further says that these are the reasons why he stands still and looks at the animals for a very long time. Literary devices in the stanza 1 are repetition, use of the word long. Stanza 2. Difficult words. Whine. It means to cry or to complain or to crib. Sins means wrongdoings. Demented means mad or disturbed, mentally disturbed. In this paragraph, in this stanza, the poet says that unlike humans, animals do not complain of any misery. They never cry out loud like humans do to show that they have lost. They never say, stay awake in the night, crying in repentance for their wrongdoings. This means that animals are different from human beings because they don't show anger or grief. If something is wrong happened with them, he further says that animals are very truthful because they never boast of their good deeds, none in and done in the name of God. He says so because most of the human beings do so. They try to show their good deeds and religiousness to others. They do so in order to gain popularity among their fellows. So the poet thinks that animals never irritate him by doing such things, such as gaining some praise for their fellow people. He feels that the animals are not dissatisfied like human beings are. They stay happy with whatever they have. They are self content. They never run being behind the worldly things or material things. They never try to possess things of comfort or luxury. They say that none of them is mad behind owning the worldly things or the materialistic things. Literary devices used in this passage or stanza is metaphor, that is, sweet and wine refers to the cries and complaints of human beings. Stanza 3, kneels means bow down to or to surrender. Evince means to show, reveal. Possession means ownership of something or entitlement of something. Tokens, here it means the qualities. In stanza 3, here the poet says that he has never seen any animal showing his devotion to anyone by bowing down in front of that person. They never show or do so ever for their ancestors. They do not show devotion towards good like God like humans do. No one among them is more respectable or important as we have in human society. In human beings, rich people are generally given more importance and are treated with more respect as compared to the poor. But in the society of animals, they never do so. They never give more or less importance to any other animal. Everyone in the animal world is happy. They are not like human beings who find themselves the happiest or saddest person on the earth. They don't differentiate between the hierarchy. Truthfully, or in future, or further we can say, the poet says that animals are more honest in showing their relations with other animals. Here, he wants to say that animals use other animals as their food and they never try to hide this. Whereas human beings show that they are nice and friendly relationship with each other, though in reality it is opposite. The poet says that he accepts the fact that animals are true towards showing their relation with other animals. Literary device used in this passage or stanza is metaphor. The inner qualities of human are referred to as tokens. Last stanza, difficult word, negligent means carelessly. So at last the poet introspect means look into himself, and says that from where the animal got these good qualities. He further questions himself that where his own good qualities are gone, because he is a human being. He did he left them, or had carelessly tossed over them, or lost them somewhere? The qualities that were found in human beings in the past, like innocence, kindness, truthfulness, are now seen in animals and not in human beings. He wonder that human gave up these qualities and they have been passed on to the animal. So he says that it is better to be an animal than human, because of such introspective idea or lookout or viewpoint or perspective. Fine. So this was your summary and detailed explanation along with the literary devices and difficult words and their meanings. Hope you would have understood.